we bring in the big roots like this right here. Okay, from here they get pressure washed. They get pressure washed, and all the mud, dirt, bark, all that kind of stuff comes off of it. And we have to clean that up before we can even put it on the mill and cut it. Now, these larger pieces like this, we don't use a wood miser. We use this mill here, the Lucas mill. This is basically it's a chainsaw mill. It uses a chainsaw bar and a gas-powered engine, and it rides on those rails. Well, so this mill, this is a non-hydraulic mill. It's also a wood miser. I have an adapter plate that goes on this so that we can cut small slabs, like clock slabs, multi-level tables, all that kind of stuff. Here's the attachment. They call it, wood miser calls this a cookie miser. To me, it's a slabber because we're cutting slabs with it. And this plate just mounts up on the top of the mill, and it'll clamp in a small burl like this here.
This gives you...
This is manzanita. Manzanita we harvest with a Forest Service permit in northern Arizona and a national forest up there. Tonto National Forest is mainly where it grows, outside of pine and strawberry, Arizona. But we harvest that with a Forest Service permit. And manzanita is really, it's a hard wood. It's also a fire nuisance. It doesn't burn. When it does burn, it burns blue and it explodes. It just burns really, really hot. I mean, you know, those fires that they had in California, primarily the areas were burnt and they couldn't get to it so fast. It was mainly manzanita.
So the Forest Service wants you to pull it?
Forest Service, basically, they almost pay us to take it out.
Okay.
The Forest Service permit is minuscule as far as price, and it's generally good for about 90 days. And I make sure that all the guys, before they even bring it in to me, they have to show me their permit. I will not take something without a permit.
And what do you use manzanita for?
Manzanita is used for our legs on the tables, the center core on lamps, the center core for plant stands. But yeah, we primarily just use manzanita because it's so twisted and gnarly, and it is a hardwood. It has fabulous color, so which we will see shortly. So, small slabs are from the wood miser with the slabbing attachment there, or the so-called. The smaller ones are for multi-level pieces, like on small side tables, or floor lamps with a level on it, or plant stand, multi-level plant stands, clocks that hang on a wall. We produce about 1,000 pieces per year as far as pieces of furniture. Clocks, our facility here, we can easily handle 4,000 to 5,000 a year. It's if that's all that we wanted to do. But clocks have come and gone over the years. I've watched it where clocks was the biggest thing that could ever be on the market, and then it fades out. It goes in waves. Sometimes you get a big run on clocks, and you can't get enough of them. It's just like building chairs and bar stools. That's a business in and of itself. That's all that I wanted to do. But I usually do the bar stools and the chairs to go along with the furniture that we produce.
What about the lamp stands? Do you do a lot of those per year?
Yeah, we do a proportionate amount of those with the furniture. I would say we do maybe about maybe 600 a year. We don't do a mass amount of them. I mean, we don't. There's no way you can do a mass amount of any of this kind of stuff. All live edge, because there's no two alike. It's not where you can put it into a machine and it spits it out on the other end. Each piece you have to hand pick. You have to handle it by hand. We have approached a higher volume of production because of the way that we do things. We don't just sit and make one piece. We have like an assembly line where we'll make, if we're making side tables, we'll make 15 or 20 of them. So we get them all lined up, and we'll have one guy that's doing the inlay work, another guy that's planing, another guy that's sanding, another guy that's putting legs on. It just depends on what they're doing. You know, it's like an assembly line.
But each piece is still unique.
Each piece is, there's no two alike.